In the quaint town of Elm Hollow, nothing ever seemed amiss. Nestled between rolling hills and thick forests, life moved at a predictable pace. But one autumn, a series of chilling events shattered the serene facade. Margaret Hawthorne was the first to notice something unusual. An astute librarian in her late 50s, she had an uncanny knack for remembering details. Late one evening, as she was locking up the library, she caught sight of a peculiar figure loitering near the edge of the forest. Dismissing it as a shadow, she went home. The next morning, the entire town buzzed with the news. The baker, old Mr. Jenkins, had vanished without a trace. His door had been left ajar, and his beloved cat, Whiskers, had been found meowing on the steps when the milkman arrived. The townsfolk whispered of the peculiar figure Margaret had seen. Curiosity turned to fear as others recalled seeing similar shadows. Sheriff Colton, a man known for his calm demeanor and relentless pursuit of truth, spearheaded the investigation. He meticulously pieced together the sparse clues, each leading to a dead end. Margaret offered him her recollection, igniting a sequence of unforeseen events. Several nights later, a chilly wind swept through Elm Hollow as the townspeople gathered for the annual festival. Amidst the laughter and music, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night. Alice, the schoolteacher, had stumbled upon a disheveled area in the woods behind the fairgrounds. This was no ordinary disturbance, but a shallow grave. The grave contained the body of Mr. Jenkins, his expression serene, yet surrounded by odd symbols carved into nearby trees. Sheriff Colton called for reinforcements, aware that the mystery reached far beyond their little town. The townsfolk, gripped by fear and suspicion, began to cast wary glances at one another. The small community that once stood united now found itself torn by the enigma of the shadows. It was Margaret who proposed delving into the town's forgotten archives. A dusty tome detailing a cult that once thrived in Elm Hollow ages ago was found. The symbols the archival text revealed were part of ancient rituals meant to bind and protect, and only done in times of great peril. Harnessing the collective wisdom, Sheriff Colton and Margaret discovered the cult's remnants, a misguided sect lingering amidst them, believing in their dangerous rites to ward off a perceived threat. With newfound understanding and cooperation, Sheriff Colton managed to disperse the remnants, who had taken a benevolent yet misguided act too far, unknowingly bringing the shadows of their own fears to light. Elm Hollow slowly healed. Vigilance and community strengthened as the mysterious specters retreated back into legend.